Yes, boys, welcome back to another trade recap. Today is Friday, the 29th of May, 2026. This is the final day of May, trading day of May anyway. We took one trade, one out. Very good trade, just didn't play out, I guess. Back-to-back losses, back-to-back days, not the best. But yeah, coming in today, bullish. We're very, very bullish at all-time highs. No reason to be bearish at all, so I was looking for longs. We did just pump up at market open. So at this point, when we went past the all-time highs, I was just looking for a retrace into maybe this 15-minute gap, or make this 15-minute gap. I really like this, so I was hoping for longs out of this. And I know a few people did actually take this here, this 1 minute. Those are 30-second here. I don't have the 30-second chart. 30-second here, and they took it, and it's probably a loss, to be honest. There's no reason to go break even. Either a loss or break even trade. Bionic actually took a win somehow. Took a little 1-to-1, fair play. But I didn't like it. I just want a fan. Well, I was actually looking at this, to be fair, boys. But I was looking. Yeah, that's it. I was going to wait for this 3 minute. If we got the 3 minute inverse, I would have took this, but I just didn't like the 30-second, and yeah, decent fade. And yeah, we just kept dumping down until we tapped into until we tapped into this 30-minute here. We had a 30-minute fair value gap here. And yeah, we tapped into this 30-minute, and we were still respecting this 15-minute. Still respecting this 15-minute, tapped into this 30-minute. And what topped this off for me, boys, was we EQ at the range. Let's just replay. Yeah, we tapped perfectly into EQ at the range, you know. From this 4-hour low up to here, tapped EQ at the range perfectly. Tapped into a 30-minute fair value gap. Come on, still holding this 50-minute fair value gap. ES was also in a spot of distribution. Made this. Let me select. ES was also in a spot of distribution because it was still holding this 15-minute, and we had a 5-minute SMT. So I was like, yo, I'm bullish. All these confluences are adding up. Just gotta wait now. So we had the SMT. And then we had this 2-minute inverse, and yeah, I got in on. Well, I got in here. I had my stop loss here. The reason I had my stop loss, this was more just discretion. I just didn't think if we are truly bullish, there's no reason to be going past this low. And if we go past this low, I mean there was because rejection block and all that, but. No, I just like the stop loss, you know. It's a decent wick. The math at most there's a 30-second fair value gap. There's no 1 minute fair value gaps. There's a 30-second here, so if we were truly bullish, we'd hold the 30-second here and go back up, or would come to maybe CE and go back up. I think we actually did that. So yeah, I really liked it. ES also got the 2-minute inverse. ES also had the 5-minute. Above, it was just perfect for me. We had 2 5-minutes, so I just went for this 5-minute because, as you can see, we're clearly looking a bit. We're clearly displacing downwards, so I just didn't want to take a 1-to-1, and it was EQ of the range. This 5-minute was, so there's more chance of us reversing from this 5-minute. You know what I mean? That's hard. It's hard to explain, but. ES doesn't have this. ES does not have this 5-minute. As you can see, it doesn't have this 5-minute. NQ does, and NQ this 5 minutes also equilibrium. So in my head, I was thinking, right, there's a high chance once we tap this 5-minute in EQ, we could dump to my stop loss or dump to break even. So it's not even worth risking. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'll just take the 1-to-1. I was gonna go for this, but I was like, I'm like 60-70% sure, no pun intended, once we hit TP or this 5-minute gap, which was pretty much my TP. I just had to, just for the 1-to-1, I had to go a bit above the 5-minute gap. Once we hit TP, this will go to break even, that, because there's equilibrium. ES hasn't got this 5-minute gap, so there's a high chance it would go to my break even. It probably might or not, you know, but it's not the risk I'm worth taking. Anyway, why was that so hard to explain? I just prefer this take profit. And yeah, we come down a bit. I was like, what? Why are we dumping? And like I said, this is why I use this stop loss, because we used, oh no, we didn't actually use C this week. We just respected this week. I think there might have been a 30-second fair value gap. Actually, yeah, there was. We respected this 30-second fair value gap. Went back up. Just edged my break even. ES didn't even tap into the 5-minute either. If ES tapped, I would have gone break even. And yeah, just dumped my stop loss. Yeah, valid trade. I'm sure a lot of people do this. Very nice trade. Makes no sense for us to dump it to us go break even here. Like, why would we go break even here? We've not hit no key level. We're not. Why? I mean, obviously we did reverse, but there was no reason to reverse. It was just a trade. It's just one of them ones. You know what I mean, boys? No reason to go break even until we hit the 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm happy with this trade. Obviously it's an L. We take this L. We come back next week / next month, and we get going again. But yeah, valid L. Not mad with it at all. The L yesterday I took, which I uploaded, I am looking back and thinking it was a pretty bad trade, to be honest. I was maybe coping a bit yesterday, but that was a bad trade. If NQ and ES were both correlated, great trade, but because ES was so bullish, it was a bad trade. I should have faded the trade yesterday. That's the only trade I should have faded in these past 2 weeks. Every other trade I'm happy with in these past 2 weeks, but yeah, that trade yesterday should have faded. But yeah, to Canal, and yeah, we'll be back next week, boys. Subscribe, like. God, gonna hit the gym now. Cheeky arm sesh. But yeah, you've got till Sunday, so you've got 2 days, tomorrow and Sunday, to use code SMG Alpha Futures for your 25% off. So I'd suggest you get your accounts in quick, because you won't get a discount like that again. Code SMG, 25% off. You've got till Sunday. Join the Discord. Follow my TikTok, new TikTok. Follow my socials, and yeah, in a bit, boys.